You know, I get kind of I get tired of a lot of things. But I also get tired of this stupid, it's just stupid, dangerous man crap. You know, what makes a dangerous man and all this and that bullshit. Well, you can't really put your finger on one thing. It's many different things. Some people are born retarded. They don't think straight. They got a short in their brain. And they're dangerous because they're dumb and they're stupid and they don't know any better. You have some people that are their life circumstances were like Mike Tyson. He lived in a jungle. Strongest survive. So it depends on your life, your circumstances, where you live. I mean, if you're over in Africa, out in the bush, or oh hell, out in the bush in Australia, it takes a special individual to live out there. There's spots in this country that take special people to live there. Not everybody could do it. Are they dangerous? You know, under the right circumstances, everyone's dangerous. You know, everybody's trying to explain what's dangerous. Danger comes in all kinds of shapes, sizes, and forms, and situations, and you name it. You know, if you're in a team in the military, you work as function as one. Hence the word team. And you become dangerous as a team. Individually, yep, you're still a dangerous person and can be, but more effective when you're in a group. Take a look at the police. You hear them say, "Oh, I'm going home tonight. I'm going home to my family." Between them or me, yeah, it's them because I'm going home to my family. They call, for backup. They call 20 or 30 people. I mean, they all show up and stuff, and now they're dangerous. Say, fact of the matter is they're just a lot of them are just cowards and tyrants. It takes a lot of mindset, is what it is. A lot of mindset. You got to be able to do the unthinkable if it comes to it. And on the other side of that coin, you have to have compassion. See, a dangerous man is someone that just runs around. He's dangerous. Dangerous man, he goes home and he changes the little one's diapers, fixes them something to eat. Wife comes home and he gets her something to eat, helps with the dishes, takes the laundry into the room and maybe takes it back out. That's a dangerous man. more dangerous than most. He's got something to live for and fight for. Something he'll give his life for. And he doesn't care. He'll do what he has to do. There's been men out there where some piece of shit molest a daughter or something like that, or a child, and he is like his best friend or somebody in the family or something, and he shoots him in the damn head and kills him. That guy should go home. He's not a threat. That predator was a threat. That predator is a threat to every child, not even children, but anything. They're predatory. That man did what he did because, is he dangerous? Yeah. But not dangerous in the sense you're thinking dangerous. He has morals and values and convictions. He believes in this country. He gets up and goes to work. He comes home and the kid might need a pair of shoes, and so does he, and kid gets the shoes first. He needs a new car or truck, and the wife needs one, the wife gets one first. He sacrifices in a lot of ways. And then he gets treated like a piece of dog shit. Overtaxed. Let the police pull him over and they'll harass him. And he takes that and he puts it way down inside. Stores it. And one day, something happens. And that comes out. Women, same thing. What makes a dangerous woman? Same thing. She will protect hers and her own. See, people seem to think it's just, some bullshit here, bullshit there. No. It's everyday folk. People that get up, pick up your garbage, plow your streets, stock your shelves in your stores, drive your trucks down the road. The linemen that get out there in the middle of a damn storm and gets power back up and running for you. The guys are out there working on them oil rigs and the refineries. That pay the bills every single day. Sits there in traffic and listens to the little kids crying and screaming when he's got a fever or he's sick or he's teething. And tries to comfort him. They see people on television. Hurricane went through, tornado went through, ripped the place apart. Some of them will actually go and help. Actually physically go and help. Some raise supplies and so on and so forth. Some will ship it down there to them, drive it down. Some, the best they can do is, give 20, 30 bucks, 50 bucks, what they feel they can afford to still feed their family and take care of them. They have compassion and empathy for others. He's a dangerous man. He sees injustice in the world and you don't like it. You call him up, and he will show up. World War II. He had kids. I mean kids. Hell, some as young as 15, 16 years old showing up and enlisted, lying about their age so they can get in and go fight. They had something inside of them that said, this is right. Our country's under attack, and I will defend it. And they did. A lot of them lost their lives doing it, too. Lost limbs and body parts. Did you hear any of them complain? Whine? No. Not at all. Then you have a lot of people that just want to collect a little check because I got carpal tunnel. Oh, I can't work. I got carpal tunnel. But give me a check so I can sit on my ass and do nothing. They bitch, they whine, they moan. Yeah, dangerous man. He's sitting in his house. His kids are asleep. Wife maybe sitting there watching some TV with him. Cops get their own house busted in. What do? They come in and they destroy the house. Try to break every bone in her body and his too. Yelling profanities and everything else. They got the wrong house. And they comply. And the bullies and the tyrants just go in and do what they're going to do because they have special rights, say. Those welfare recipients that he's paying for, because they'd all be homeless if you weren't paying your property tax and taxes. They wouldn't get they wouldn't be able to afford a living. They couldn't afford to live. Are they dangerous men? They break your door in, guns drawn. Does that make them dangerous? Dangerous comes in all kinds of forms, all kinds of sizes. You just can't put dangerous in a box. You can't sit there and just explain dangerous away. And the typical man, stupid bullshit that he does, he has to try to explain everything. Has to explain why some psycho went out and what's this, like a John Wayne Gacy or a Ted Bundy or Fucking psychos like that. They got to try to explain the psycho. There ain't much to explain. He's a psycho. Oh, we got to understand him better. There's nothing to explain to the parents of that child. They just know one thing: that child's gone because of that piece of shit. Because he's dangerous? Yeah, he's a predator. He's dangerous. You're going to be going over to Iraq. You're going to be the guy that busts the door down. The lead guy. Boom, I'm going to break the door down. Everybody's going to come flying in around me. Are you dangerous? That make you dangerous? You know it could happen. They could be waiting for you, or they could just have a IED sitting on the side of that. You hit the boom, everything goes up. Does that make you dangerous? Or kind of make you stupid? There's a whole lot of things out there that'll try a man's soul. But there's only one thing out there that'll carry a man's soul. And that's Christ. That's called Jesus. It's called God. Is God dangerous? Some people would say, well, he loves everybody and this and that. Is God dangerous? It's the most dangerous being there is. He created all this and he can end all this. He gave you a soul and he can destroy that soul. He can take it away. Very dangerous. Is he compassionate? Yeah. It's a two-edged sword. All it really comes down to is it's got really nothing to do with nothing, except somebody's trying to get some views on their stupid little channel. I think, boy, that's a topic, man. They're gonna tune in, and boy, I'm gonna make some money. You know something? There's a lot of people out here that get on this. Not just this, but other venues like it. They'd never make anything near what they're making if they actually had to rely on what the common man has to rely on. And what I mean by that is, common guy, he gets up, he has to go find a job. He gets a job, he works his way up. Maybe gets a better job, moves to another company, gets a little better job. Keeps doing that. Some idiot gets on, and all of a sudden, man, it just, he hits a chord, and people like it, and they start watching. And what did he do? Exactly. Not a fucking thing. There's a whole lot to this that people don't see. You see, there's people out there in the news media and actors and athletes and news anchors, like I said, and then probably weathermen, all these people all over out there. They all have skeletons in their closets. What about the people you're watching? They probably got a lot of skeletons in their closets too. And then you idolize them. You don't idolize anybody. You don't put anybody on a pedestal, blah, 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 except God. You put God number one, number one in your life. Put God on a pedestal. Follow God, follow His laws, follow His commandments. You'll be a dangerous man. You'll be a compassionate man. You have empathy and care and a whole bunch of other things. So when you listen to all these morons out there, morons, include me in there, they don't think straight. They're trying to explain something, but there's no explanation needed. Somebody's going to go write a book. Maybe they get published and make some money. Then they do the talk shows, make the rounds, feeling pretty good about themselves. But they forgot the number one thing. You're there because of God. If you make it, it's because God made it for you. He opened the path, He opened the doors, He cleared the halls so you could step through. And we're all going to sit here and get our accolades going. Oh boy, you're so smart. You're this, you're that, you're great, you're wonderful. Oh man, love that book you wrote. Boy, that was a great talk show. That was a all glory goes to God. All. All. If you have a fucking thought in your head, that's because of God. Not because you're smart. See a dog or cat get run over by a car. Lots of people stop and go help. Some people just, yeah. Some people, did you see that? All kinds. All kinds. Then you have the people that are in the arena that will actually stop and try to help that poor animal that's frightened and scared. I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard a story a long time ago. This guy, he was on a subway. He was acting all weird and jittery and kind of crazy. This old lady sitting there. And he's acting all weird, like I said, crazy and stuff. And she's just old lady sitting there. And she reached over and she just took him by the hand. He calmed down. He calmed down. He just No word, no nothing, just sat there. Maybe because that old lady showed him some kindness and some love. Something he's been missing. Some compassion. Somebody actually showed they gave a shit. Because obviously she puts God first. She understood. She raised her children and her grandchildren. She's probably old enough to have great grandchildren. She understood. Police would have showed up, they'd probably beat him half to death and made it worse. Made him even worse. Just because she was kind. She a dangerous old woman? I get tired of the bullshit. Men and women both will do what you have to do to protect your family, your friends, your loved ones. And then when it comes down to it, your country. And there's always some son of a bitch who gets in the way and says, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. But it's okay for some piece of shit terrorist to go kill a bunch of Israeli children and behead them and rape them and all this and that crap. And then when Israel decides, we've had enough of this shit for thousands of years, we have the means to put an end to it, the world stands back and condemns them. How are they dangerous? Were they provoked into it? Was some crazy son of a bitch just decided we're going to go attack them? Some predator? A predator nation? Yeah. But it's not okay to defend yourself. Say, the world condemn it. Say, oh, that's awful, that's bad. The world should condemn Hamas and the countries that allow that shit to happen. The world should condemn it. Not a country or two. But you see, that's what I'm saying. A man or woman does what they need to do to protect their family, their friends, whatever, and you got some idiot always out there, well, they shouldn't have done that. I saw a picture of a little girl, maybe 5, 6 years, maybe not even that old, maybe 4 or 5. Just a little girl, little dress on, and you had these sick people dressed up, guys. I can't even hardly say it, man. I think I'd get sick. Man, dressed up in all kinds of perverted weird crap. And you got 3 of them, and they're on leashes and stuff, and they're doing this, and this little girl's like, what the hell's wrong with those men? What the hell's wrong with that little girl's parents or guardians or whatever to even take her there? And then you got people saying, well, they're all people. It's okay to act. Hitler had the right idea. Okay? You can't condemn him for everything. When it came to shit like that, what you do in your own home is one thing. Okay? That's one thing. You want to do that weird, crazy shit? Keep it behind closed doors. Just like the military say. Don't ask, don't tell. But when you take it out to the public and there's no children around, adults don't even want to see that. Well, some do because they're sick and perverted. Satan made their way in. All kinds it takes, doesn't it? Some people, oh, you're sick. You don't like. It's like, not that I don't like them, but what they're doing is wrong. Oh, in your eyes, they're wrong. No, it's wrong. Not just in my eyes, God's eyes, and that's all that matters. And like I said, you want to do that stuff behind closed doors? That's fine. I don't care. I know lots of gay people and stuff. They're just as normal as can be in the world. Okay, and even some of them, are like, man, that is over the. Yeah, I know. They know it. They'll even say it. A lot of them be the first ones to say it. I could go on and on and on. It all started out to be dangerous. Like I said, man just trying to explain bullshit like he always tries to explain bullshit. You know? And most of it's not worth your time. Not worth your time. I told you about that Dan Pena, the $1 trillion man, billionaire. Kid gets up there, I read 750 help books. Whoa. Dan Pena, what the hell? 750, well, you read two or three books and implement it and move on. 750, it's like you wasted all this time reading all these. I can't remember if he said stupid or not, but he chastised the kid, and hopefully everybody in the audience came to a realization. The world's full of a bunch of salesmen, con men, people that are just so full of shit and themselves, and they don't give a fuck about you or anybody else. They care about filling their bank account, laughing all the way to the bank at your expense. I could go on and on and on, but we're gonna let you go. Hopefully, everything goes well for you. And of course, the fourth's coming up. You're gonna have all this. Oh my God! Watch out! Watch out! Oh, watch out! Oh, watch out on the fourth! Watch out! You're gonna have a bunch of fear mongering going on. People, they could do it at any time they want. They would pick a symbolistic time, such as the fourth, but they could do it anytime they wanted to if they wanted to do something stupid. And it's just stupid. There's no reason for that. They will not get away. And my attitude about that is real simple. Just call me. I'll make sure they stay alive for, I don't know, a couple of weeks. They won't like what happens in those couple of weeks. Yeah, they won't like it. Believe me. So, man, it's your jobs, and women, it's your jobs to protect your families. If you're in a little small rural area, I'd say you're probably all right. Go to a bigger place, well, keep your eyes peeled. Maybe just sit at home and have your own little party. Don't have to get out there with the crowds and everything else. Everybody wants to make an example of us. Well, we got some good men and women out there in law enforcement. But stuff still slips through. See, it's up to you to, it's ultimately your responsibility to take care of yourself, take care of your safety. Yeah, you have police. You have a police officer or 5 or 6 sitting out in your front lawn ready to protect you all times. You don't have a Secret Service detail. Do you have them as you drive down the road? No, you don't. That's why it's up to you ultimately to protect yourselves and your family. Maybe it's a year to sit it out and watch it on TV and have the kids and have some friends over and do what you do. Probably have a better time and probably have a better time anyways. You can tell I'm not somebody that likes crowds much. Not much.